the meeting to order. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second? Do I have a second? John?
Well, second then. Yeah, I thought I moved.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, well, whatever. We have a move
Yeah, Mark
and
second.
a second on the minutes. All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right. The minutes are approved. Moving on. Jeremy, do we have a noise report?
Okay, for the month of November 2021, we have one new noise concern. So that occurred, if you're familiar with Afton and the Cary Sweets facility, it used to be Nestle, and then Cary Sweets. They're an international food products corporation. They purchased that facility years ago. It used to be Nestle. Anyway, it's at 8021 New Hampshire. That's in Afton. Zip code is 63128. So in their parking, they're a 24-hour, 3-shift operation. You know, a couple hundred employees at a time. In their parking lot, they had a break-in where there was a smash and grab of 20-something employee vehicles. So what they did was they put up all these lights, and the lights are operated by these engines, like emergency use engines, generators. And so it's right in the middle of the residential area. Right across the street, there's houses. So, they were hearing these engines going all night. And then the lights, it looked like a SWAT team, like all over their houses. They could see lights inside their houses, it was just shining everywhere. So they called, they said, well, the noise is an issue and the lights. So we went out, we performed 2 surveys, noise surveys. We contacted Cary Sweets. We got in contact with their operations manager. And so, we said this, you need a permanent solution that doesn't include these engines, and you need a way to point these lights on your parking lot so they're not, impacting the neighbor residential area. So we said we need some urgency on something. You got to get going on some sort of project in order to, get this going and get rid of these engines. So they got approved with some capital to do the project. Their timeline is maybe 4 or 5 weeks. They got the equipment ordered, and so somewhere in the middle, around Christmas, we're going to follow up with them and see where they're at with the project. They should be installing these permanent electric lights rather than using these engines. So they were actually compliant with the noise code because, but, I told them, compliant or not, you're still having an impact on your neighbors, and we just appealed to their corporate citizenship responsibilities, and they were good neighbors, and, they're moving forward with some urgency to get rid of these engines off their property that are causing all this noise.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Any update on the issue with the Branford neighborhood and the general counsel?
No, we haven't heard back from them. I mean, we've been in touch with them in November to, follow up with them and see where they're at. They haven't moved. They haven't provided any movement on it. We continue to do monitoring. We'll probably have another monitoring event, do another noise survey here in the next, it should be this week. I'll double check on that.
Well, what I would suggest is that as soon as you do that, that you get it off to them and ask them for a status update.
Yeah.
And then let us know, certainly at the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully we can move that along. Do you have a specific person there that you can, that you're in touch, that you can send it to?
Um, yes, we do.
Okay.
The name escapes me right now, but
Well, we don't need to know the name as
Yeah,
long as you
yeah,
know
we
who
do.
to send it to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, all right. Do we have any error reports?
okay, so for the month of November 2021, there was 6 open burning concerns and 2 odor concerns. So I'll begin with the open burning. The first one is 9435 Laguna Drive. That's an Olivet 63132. So there was a complaint of, burning of yard waste. We went out, we couldn't verify the complaint. It wasn't occurring at the time of our visit. We didn't see any evidence of it. But we did send our, informational letter to that property owner about the open burning restrictions in St. Louis County. And as of today, we haven't received any additional concerns on that address. The second one is 318 Dangenhart, that's in Limay. 63125 is the zip code. Another complaint of open burning of yard waste, leaves. It's that time of year, when people are doing their leaves. So we did perform a site visit. We didn't see any evidence. It wasn't occurring at the time of our visit. But we did send the informational letter with the open burning restrictions information to the property owner. The third one would be 316 Oakfield Drive. That's in Baldwin, 63021. Open burning of leaves. We did go there. We did witness the fire. So we sent a letter of warning to the property owner, and we have not received any additional concerns about that particular property or complaint. The next one is 8112 St. Charles Rock Road. That's in Charlac. 63114 is the zip code. Again, open burning of yard waste. We went out. We could not verify it. We didn't see any evidence of fire. So we did send again the notice, the informational letter with the open burning restrictions information. The fifth one is 515 North Holmes. That's in Kirkwood. That's 63122. Again, it was burning leaves. We could not verify the complaint, but we did send the informational letter and have not had any additional complaints on that address. The last open burning concern was 4662 Kramer. That's in Afton, 63123. Again, burning of leaves. So we could not verify the concern. We did send again the informational letter. That's 6 open burning concerns. Okay, and then there's 2 odor concerns in November 2021. The first one was 1467 Stoneberry Court. That's in Florissant, 63033. It was just general outdoor odor. Maybe they couldn't really describe it. Just a foul odor. They live in some townhomes there. So we went out. We took a walk around, and we couldn't perceive any type of odor. So we followed up with the complainant, and we haven't had any additional concerns on that. And then the second odor was dealing with a body shop, auto body repair. It's at 15230 Manchester Road in Baldwin. The complainant said that they didn't have, particulate controls on their paint booth. They were dumping hazardous materials into a creek, and it smelled, like paint, a foul paint odor. So we went out. It's a new facility. It's called Champion Collision. they're in the middle of getting up and running. They're not actually even operating at the time we went out. So the complaint is really not validated. They weren't performing any kind of painting at the time. And they do need to get permits, air pollution control permits for their paint booths. So we set them up with those, and we forwarded the concern about dumping hazardous waste to the appropriate people at the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. And that's it.
Okay. All right, good. Are there any other issues you need to bring to our attention?
No. No, that's it.
Okay, all right, good. All right, our next meeting is January 4th.
Yeah.
And okay, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Well, Marcia, do we want to, we have people from the public on the call. Do you want to give them an opportunity to?
Oh, I'm
make-
sorry. Did anybody want to say anything? Who's on the call? It's confusing to see people and then people on the phone you don't see.
I mean, nothing more than what you guys have already said. You know, what my question would be is, I mean, what can we be doing to help, you know, accelerate our case, you know, in the court system? I mean, is there a go-to person? Is there any pressure that we can apply as our neighborhood? And further, is there any additional pressure that you guys can apply? Because it seems like they just stuck it in their inbox and it keeps ending up at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say, you know, again, I would continue to put pressure on your member of the county council and as well as the general counsel and the county exec. I mean, I just think, you know, there's probably a limit to what the department can do as far as pressuring the general counsel's office, but you as citizens and your representatives can certainly put pressure on them.
Right. And then I appreciate that. And then, Jeremy, did we get a case number or a contact or any additional information? I know that there was an email that we had with the gentleman's name on it, but I don't recall ever seeing any formal documents that we can, you know, put a letterhead on. And again, you know, any help from you guys with that as well just strengthens the case that, you know, we're not just a bunch of, you know, angry neighbors, but that this is a real issue and it's affecting our property values.
Right. Okay. Well, Jeremy, can you check and see who is handling it and what the case number is on that?
Yeah. Yes, I think we've never actually had a case number. It's just not something they normally provide, and we requested it.
In fact,
I think in one of these last
one was
emails.
so old that they got rid of it, and then they reissued another one. And I have, I believe I have both of them. But what I don't have is, you know, once this board, and again, thank you to everybody who helped out with this. But what I don't have, and I don't think is on the books right now, at least in our records, is a current case number, you know, from when everybody signed it here on this board, just so that we can, you know, again, to show that, you know, we're organized. We've got years of complaints in here. They've dropped our case at least once so that we have a new case number.
Mm-hmm.
Just any and all information so that we can help liaise between, you know, your all's office and the court.
Yeah, that makes sense. So why don't you see if you can get that information for them?
Okay.
Because we got an email from a Joshua Rockers, October 27th, and he said that he wanted to introduce himself. He was hired as assistant county counselor, specifically designated for all problem property issues. So he said that he would keep us updated as they occur, and we haven't heard anything.
All right. Well, then I would, now that you have his contact information and his name, I would definitely, I mean, even with Jeremy asking, I think you should also be following up with him and pushing him.
I did send him an email.
Good.
So I'll see if I hear anything from him.
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah,
call him as
Yeah. He would definitely have that case number.
Okay, I'll give him a call after this call and see if I get anywhere.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
We'll
Yeah,
do
because
that.
we're going to be
and
getting into the
we're going
holidays.
to CC your department just so that you guys have a little oversight of what's going on, and vice versa. If you guys hear anything from them that we're not attached to, would you mind please CCing us, just because, you know, as a unified front, we get a lot more done than just, you know, random emails that exist here and there with no real paper trail.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. Well, and vice versa, if you get any kind of information from them, you should pass that on to Jeremy so he can keep us updated as well.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay.
I can see that. And then also, it just seems like due to the sporadic nature of the noise, when you guys happen to come out, a lot of times you won't get it because it's so sporadic. It's like a boom and it's over. So it just seems like the chances of you being there when something bad happens, you know, where they actually violate the law is rather slim. I really wish we could have a monitoring station there that would, you know, be there 24 hours a day for a few days. But I guess that's not going to happen.
It doesn't, if we could, it doesn't really, you have to have somebody there, because if a car backfires and you record it, you can't, if somebody's not there to say, yes, that was a car versus yes, that was AZZ, the monitor doesn't know. So you don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. It's just hard because, like the earlier noise complaint that you noted, that was a steady, probably a generator-style noise. This is not. This
Right.
is when they take a big chunk of steel and drop it on the ground, and we hear it in our home.
Right.
It just makes it difficult.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Do board members have any comments or questions at this point? Okay, all right. Well, we'll follow up and hopefully you'll have more information for us on this at the January meeting. Okay.
Thank you all. I'm going to drop off the call. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day.
Thank you, David.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, can we have a motion to adjourn, please?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, okay. And we don't need a second. So happy holidays, everybody, and see you in January.
Very good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.